Welcome everyone to the back porch here at the Giles Frontier. I'm Holly.
I'm Grant.
And today we have a few more things for you for our homemade holidays. Today we are going to make, first off, our wood pencil holders. The boys made these, I think last year, didn't you? Last year for gifts. And I just want to show you, we have colored pencils in there and holes that we drilled. The kids did it themselves, and it was wood that we cut in our backyard. You can probably get pieces of wood like this at a local craft store if you don't have a chainsaw and out in the back cutting wood. So this is what we're going to make for you today. First though, I wanted to show you something really quick and easy that I did today actually, and I did see it a few days ago on Facebook, and it was ornaments. Now this year we've kind of had an off year with our Christmas decorating, haven't we? The boys were hunting and I threw my back out and I couldn't get to the Christmas decorations, and they got home last week. We still don't have a Christmas tree. We went around to all the different lots thinking we'll get a real Christmas tree this year, and all the lots were sold out. Can you believe that? There's no more Christmas trees. So we ended up, where did we end up at?
Home Depot.
Home Depot. So we go to Home Depot and all the trees are picked over, and we had to pay $44 for this tree that's got kind of some holes in it and kind of spriggly, and we can't quite get it to stand up straight. And my back is still hurting. I don't want to get up and get the ornaments. So how are we going to decorate the tree? So I've raided my sewing kit, and I've gotten some ribbon and some lace and different things, and we're going at the tree today. And I saw this cute thing on Facebook, so I wanted to share it with you. What I ended up doing with it is I took some, these are embroidery hoops. And I actually have some of these from my grandmother that are down in the garage. And it's one of those things that I don't want to throw them away, so I keep them. And what a cute idea. All this is some ribbon that I have that actually is a little bit nice ribbon. I cut it to fit. See, embroidery hoops are two pieces, and it has a screw on the top to open it up. So I didn't make it permanent. I put it through the back here. I did hot glue the ribbon up top, which you could pull off very easily to reuse the hoop. And then this is just one of those cute little Christmas trees with a wooden bottom, and I got them in a pack of 6. So we're going to use these to kind of fill in the holes of our Christmas tree. I made 2. And I really did it just before we came live, did that for you. This again is just a piece of scrap ribbon that I have. I cut it to fit inside the hoop, and then, so it will pull out. I didn't glue that on. And then I did hot glue the little Christmas tree. But these are so cute, and they would make really nice, simple gifts that any age child could do, except for the hot glue. You know, I have a love-hate relationship with a hot glue gun. Anyway, these are our new ornaments for our Home Depot half Charlie Brown Christmas tree this year. So I wanted to show those to you. Grant's with me here today because he's going to show you how we do the wood pencil holders. And what we did, you want to hand me that one? What we did before you came on is we took one of our pencils. Depends on what you're going to do. Most are going to be the same size, but if there's something larger that you want to put in, you want to make sure that you do a pattern. I don't think you can see it very well. So we drew kind of circles, how big we want our circles in the wood. And then, I don't know sizes of drill bits. Do you? No, I don't know. We've got the drill and we have a set of bits, and I just chose one that was similar to the size of the pencil. So we're going to use this drill bit to drill out our holes. You don't have to go all the way down into the wood, just far enough for it to set down real good. And so we'll kind of do a little trial and error. So Grant is going to go to town, and I don't know if you can do it sitting or if you need to stand up and hold it with the other hand. I'll stand up. Okay, let's test our pencil and see. That's far enough. So let's see. Okay, so it needs to be a little bit wider. So what he can do is take that and just kind of rotate it around inside. Okay, it's deep enough. It doesn't need to be that deep. Make sure you hold on to your wood. You saw what happened. So we don't need to make it as deep as he's doing it. So let me see the drill. So if you take it and you just sort of work around in a circular motion to get that top out, you can see you can get it to set in there. So really we're just going down about this far on the pencil so that it can set down in the wood. And another thing I do want to tell you is ones we did last year, we were just drilling holes and we weren't paying attention to where we were going with the drill. And we had pencils that were all slamming into each other and lopsided. So you want to kind of test it, because you can go back and kind of fix the hole a little bit, but Grant's done a pretty good job of getting that straight. We just need to clean that one out a little bit more. That's pretty good. So he's going to do a couple more holes for us and see how that one turns out. Just remember to hold on to it. You don't have to go very deep. You just have to clean that hole out. So maybe just a little bit more. That's pretty good. Okay, you want to do another one? Okay, try not to blow it at the computer though. Okay. All right, so you want to sit back down? So we've done 3 holes for you, and as you can see, you know, we can test it and see if we need to drill a little bit more. That's easy to do. He'll go back and we can finish these off. So this one we'll probably be able to get about 6 colored pencils or whatever kind of things you want to put in your pencil holder. We like to do the colored pencils with the end sticking up. I just think it looks so beautiful when you're done. I have boys at home and they generally don't care about beautiful things, but this makes me happy though when I see that at our table. So all we've done, and it doesn't matter the kind of wood, we have different kinds of wood that we've cut. You don't know what this kind is, do you? No, the boys were cutting from the hurricane. We saved different pieces. So we're going to make some more for holiday gifts. And for boys, you know, you could just leave this plain. There's lichen growing on here, which is kind of cool and beautiful. You definitely would want to mark on the bottom who made it. So in later years, you can remember who made that gift for you. We made them for all the cousins last year and for Papa and Uncle Kenny and different ones. We made them pencil holders. And you could leave it like that for boys. If you have girls, you can dress it up really cute with ribbon and pretty bows. You could do all kinds of different things. You could paint it if you wanted to, but I love the look of natural wood, so I would leave it like that. So this is our wooden pencil holder. And in the notes, I do have a link to a post that we did a while back on our exact instructions on how to do the pencil holder. So if you have kids at home, we encourage you to teach them how to use power tools, even at a young age. The drill is so much fun to use, and they can do all kinds of different activities. It doesn't have to be an exact size. We had some that had lumps on it and almost like handles, all those different things. It doesn't matter. The kids just have a great time working with the wood and the drill. So that is our pencil holder. Now next, I want to talk with you about our tin can lanterns. We had so many comments about the picture that I posted from our tin can lanterns that we did inside our membership program for our homemade holidays that I thought that we would show you how to do it. We also did some at our Pioneer Book Club party that we had here last Thursday, and it was a hit. Everybody loved it. So I want to show you how simple and easy it was to make. So I don't know if you need to dry that off at all. Do we have our hammer? Tin cans are so easy to use for the holidays, easy to make all kinds of crafts. This one, all this is a tin can with holiday paper that I cut to fit and a piece of ribbon. And we've done treats in here. It's a great way to give away cookies. It can also be a pencil holder as well. If you don't have a drill or don't want to get into wood with younger children, do it with a tin can. So go make some chili tonight, get you some cans, and do some fun crafts. But the tin can lantern, let me turn our little light on here. Will this stick to the, what? You think this is one side of a heart? No, this way. It's not, is it gonna stick? So what I did earlier, the thing about the tin cans is you want to fill them with water first, clean them out, take the wrapping off, fill them with water, and freeze them in the freezer. Now, when they come out, the bottom is going to bulge out, but that's okay. We're going to fix that later. The reason we freeze it is because it makes it very easy to hammer into the tin once it's frozen. And we had young kids here doing it, and it's very easy for them to do. We're just using a rather large size nail and a regular hammer. And there's different ways you can just freeform it. Do whatever you want on your tin can, or you can make a pattern. You could use a Sharpie and make your dots ahead of time before you freeze the water, because it's very difficult to work with a wet frozen tin can. But what I tried earlier, and we'll see if this works, is I made a heart pattern on, this is painter's tape, and I just drew it on the painter's tape. We put it on here, and I'm going to have Grant just do a few different holes to try to see if he can make a heart out of this. So we're going to have him working on that. And in my lantern, I just put some colorful rocks. You could put rocks from the yard in there if you wanted to. It was just a nice way to weight it down. And we always use battery operated lights because they won't burn you. They're easy to use. If you forget and leave them on, it doesn't hurt anything. And set it down in there. And that, it's not dark out here, but that's our little tin can lantern. We poke holes on either side. And I used 20 gauge wire to make a little handle. Kids can work with that. It's very easy. Do you need me to hold the can? You're good. And as you can see, it's just a couple of taps and you've got a hole. And if you have young children, it's really easy to work with them, just holding the can for them, helping them with the hammer, and they feel like they're accomplishing something because they're, again, working with hand tools. The only hazard to this is the ice that comes out. So Grant is working on our heart. And it looks like the painter's tape is working. So that might be a way to do it if you forget to draw a pattern on it before you freeze it, is using painter's tape and let the kids draw a pattern on here. I used 2 pieces because my heart was a little bit bigger than what one that size of tape was. And he's wanting to get down in there and break that ice apart, but really just a couple of taps and you've got a nice hole in there. And I know it's Christmas time. I'm not quite sure where you are coming from today, but it is kind of a balmy day here in Florida. It's not very Christmas-like weather. We're out here sweating a little bit, aren't we? Mm-hmm. We still have our fire going back here, though, enjoying our outdoor fire and our porch this season. But we have enjoyed our lanterns. We like putting them out here at night, and it gives off a beautiful glow. And I love this idea because children of all ages can do it. What a great gift to give to grandparents, aunts and uncles, all those different things with a simple can. Very inexpensive and frugal, which is kind of how we are around here. We love to find unique ways to make gifts for our family and friends. He's almost done, and we'll show you what our heart looks like. that good? One more. Okay, so now he's going to be sure and do a hole on each side of his pattern so that he can do a handle. That's beautiful. Nice. So he's going to do a hole on either side.
It doesn't have ice.
That's not working because it doesn't have ice. Okay. All right. So the thing about the cans, again, is you want to be sure that you freeze them full to the top with water. Let that freeze because you need to have the ice in there to get a good grip on the can and not crush the can. So what happened with Grant is he had already chunked out this ice here, so he's not able to get his handle on this side. So we'll fix that later. And then it makes it easy for you to get your nails in once you freeze them. Now, as I said, after you freeze them, I don't know if you can see, the bottom kind of pokes out on the can so it doesn't sit level. You see that? So all you're going to do is after the ice is melted and you've gotten rid of that, you're going to take your hammer and just turn it upside down and hammer it back in. Couple taps, that's all you need, and you're going to hammer that flat. And then your can will be able to sit nicely like this one is. So again, we used 20 gauge wire. You could use ribbon even, anything simple that you wanted to use, or you don't even have to put a handle on it if you don't want to. And at night, we can't show you here because it's daytime, but at night it gives off a really pretty glow and all the pretty decorations. We had them lined up on the porch and they were just beautiful. So this is a great activity for all the kids in the family to do as gifts. Putting ribbon, really decorating them up. You could do lots of things. You could spray paint them. We did a lot of our silver just to kind of cover up the can a little bit, because sometimes you can't get the paper all the way off of it, so we spray painted them. So we've done 3 activities for you today. I know there's one that you'll be able to do before the holidays. You still have time to do some homemade things with your family. Our first one was our wooden pencil holder. Super easy. Just go out and see if you can find a branch. Even if you didn't do a pencil holder, you could do it this way as well, leveling out the bottom and drilling holes across here. Different ways that you could do that. But they make such a really cool gift, and learning how to use power tools at the same time. Our second one, of course, was our tin can lanterns, which are so fun, and we love to do them all year round, but we really had a blast with our Prairie Life Book Club doing those last week, and we wanted to share that with you. And then my quick one that I wanted to show you, we talked about earlier, was the quick way to decorate using embroidery hoops. You could find anything really around your house and just make decorations very simply. I think that I even might make a couple to give away as Christmas gifts. You could add a tag or do some writing or something to it. But again, I did see this on Facebook somewhere. I just saw something with it, and I knew I had 2 that I could get a hold of, and so that's what we did today. We're grateful that you joined us here today at the Giles Frontier on our back porch. It's nice and cozy out here, a little bit warm for the holidays, don't you think? And we're excited that the holidays are just around the corner. We'll be back again on Thursday, the 21st, and we're going to move into the kitchen and do 2 recipes that we want to share with you that you can share with family and friends as gifts to share with your neighbors or family, or different things that are very simple to put together and give wonderful gifts to. You can find the links to the wooden pencil holder up in our show notes, and also the link to our membership program. All of these things we do inside membership. We would love for you to become members. It would make a wonderful Christmas gift for all of your family together. Our concept is whole family learning, and that's pretty much what we do. We do everything together, and we learn so many different things. It's a wonderful community, and we'd love to have you in it. Until Thursday, Merry Christmas.